One thing that's extremely clear in Clash of Clans is there's just not enough ore in the ore economy. And that cannot be more clearly seen when comparing my strategic rush base with my home village. And the difference between the hero equipment on my main village versus the hero equipment on my strategic rush base is quite staggering. So on my strategic rush base, I do have 2 pieces that have been maxed, but the unfortunate thing is I used the information that I had at the time, and I essentially maxed the wrong pieces. Which means if I want to do a Spirit Walk, for example, then I'm going to have to do so with level 14 Electro Boots. Not horrible for sure, but it would be nice to at least be close to maxing them out after working on them for so long. Another example is I would also like to have a higher level giant arrow. Again, a lower level can do a decent amount of damage, but I just don't have enough ore to focus on all these different strategies at once. And new strategies, which is a good thing, are being introduced on a monthly basis. In fact, right now there's a minion prince warden charge that uses the new noble iron. But the problem is on my strategic rush base, if I switch over so that I can do that strategy and start upgrading that, then I'm going to have to ignore these other pieces that can be just as beneficial in other attacks that I want to try as well. Another issue is that from time to time, pieces of equipment will get nerfed. So if a player focuses on upgrading the Hog Puppet and Haze File, for example, since it was such a great combo, well, a few months later, that's not the best combo by far any longer. The most amount of ore can be gained from the daily bonus in higher league levels, attacking max town halls in war, and being in a clan that has a high clan capital level to have lots of raid medals to use on purchasing ore. But for a lot of players, especially free to play, this can just mean that their hero equipment is gonna lag behind other people who are willing to spend a little money on ore so that they can upgrade their hero equipment. So I am proposing 9 different ways that Supercell can add ore to the game in an effort to help these free-to-play players and lower players who are behind in their hero equipment to help them catch up. Number 1 is to put ore in the battle pass. Whether that be the silver pass or the gold pass or both, this would be extra incentive to play and complete challenges, and it would also be more incentive to buy the gold pass if there was a decent amount of ore in there. Number 2 is to increase the amounts of ore the lower level leagues get. In my opinion, Legend League ore daily bonus rates are fair enough, but redo lower league rewards similar to what I have pictured. Shiny ore would start at 1,000 and decrease by 50 with each level, and glowy ore would start at 60 and decrease by 5 for each league level down to Champions 3. Number 3 is increase the amount of ore we get by doing wars. So start max shiny ore at 1,200 and decrease by 150 for each level. Start glowy ore at 45 and decrease by 5 again for each level, and increase starry ore by at least 1 per level. Number 4 is offer ore in special events, even if it is a paltry amount, such as 3 starry ore, rather than a resource potion, which is essentially only worth 10 gems. This will encourage event engagement and give players more of a reason to be excited about playing. Number 5, include ore in the builder base daily bonus. The recent time limit was implemented on the builder base, which may have pushed some players away. So give them a reason to come back and play this really awesome mode of Clash of Clans. Number 6 is put an ore slot in the forge. Again, it could be paltry amounts, but giving players a reason to use the forge for something other than just clan capital gold would be a huge benefit to all players. Number 7, allow the alchemist to exchange resources for ore. This will be a massive reason for me, for example, to recommend players max out the alchemist immediately. Number 8, I floated this idea in the past, but have an ore collector. It would be a big reason to log in often to collect that ore. And it could also be stolen by players who attack your base. Yet one more benefit to increasing player activity. And number 9 is to introduce a max equipment potion. With training potions being removed from the no training time update, that leaves a perfect slot for this new exciting potion that would definitely increase player activity. And although this wouldn't solve the low ore problem, it would be a help for when players want that max equipment for certain important attacks. I think the biggest group of players that we really need to help is the free-to-play player, because they just don't have the ore to upgrade the hero equipment necessary in order to participate in all of these strategies. Now, I understand that Supercell is not going to implement all 9 of these ideas, but implementing even one of them would be a massive help to players who are just too far behind. If you have additional ideas on how more ore can be implemented in the game, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you'd like to show support to the channel, smash the subscribe button. The numbers definitely help, and I greatly appreciate it. And if you are looking for more information on hero equipment, check out this playlist. We have lots of videos that can help you make decisions on hero equipment and which ones might be best for you.